Well, hey, Lockport Alliance Church, family and friends, it's great to be able to be here on this beautiful day outside the church in our parking lot here by the south entrance. We're very, very excited because something's coming up that we've been looking forward to for a long time. It's been 3.5 months since March 15th that we haven't been able to meet here on campus. And now with Phase 4 in New York State opening up, we are ready to invite you back to church this Sunday, July 5th, for a first time. Again, I think it's going to be a little different. We said before that it's not going to be like flipping a switch and just having everything go back to normal. We're going to start slowly and kind of build up from there. And so in our first phase of return, it'll be a 45-minute worship service, a couple of songs, announcement, prayer, and a message. We're not having any other kinds of ministries from children's ministries, coffee connection, things like that. We're just going to keep things as tight as we can in that way, and certainly encourage you to follow protocols and also to just follow your heart, engaging with other people as well. We know this coronavirus thing is still an issue. It's not stopped. In fact, some states it really opened up probably too quickly, are experiencing spikes in that virus as well. People are dying, and medical people, nurses, doctors just say how difficult it is to watch people, gasping for breath. So we want to be careful. We're not going to be fearful. We want to be appropriately careful to make sure that your return, if you choose to come back this Sunday, that will be as safe as we possibly can.
Yeah, and like Pastor Kevin said, we realize that maybe this Sunday is not in your ballpark or in your mind the time to come back. And we respect that and we understand that. That's why we're kind of launching this initiative of joining us on site or online. So our church doors will be open on July 5th, but we will also continue to live stream our services. We want you to know that if you do come back, we do have a couple different protocols in place, a couple different things that we are asking of you. One, if you are sick or feeling sick or have any symptoms that go along with COVID-19, that maybe you sit this Sunday out and come back in a couple weeks. But as you come on site, there'll be plenty of places for you to sanitize your hands. There'll be plenty of places for you to maintain social distancing. And one of the things that we are asking is as you come in the building and as you exit the building that you do wear masks. The way that Kevin and I have looked at it is when you're standing, so like worshiping and walking around, you'll be wearing a mask, and when you are seated, you can take that mask off and enjoy Pastor Kevin's sermons. You can enjoy praying without that on your face. We realize that it has been 3.5 months for a lot of you since you have been inside the building at Lockport Alliance Church. A lot of things look very similar, but some things look a little bit different. So we wanted to give you a quick tour before you came back this Sunday.
As you walk into our building, you'll see things look a little different. In the foyer, there will be signs to welcome you back. We are glad to have you back here with us. You notice there are sanitizing stations that will be not just here at the front, but everywhere else over the campus. You'll see a number of those on the wall. So anytime, as many times you'd like to clean your hands, feel free to do that. You will notice over here, we get our coffee connection. We closed our initial return to campus. We know it's a great ministry, but right now we're trying to keep things again as simple as possible. So we don't want to encourage any hanging around there as well. Hope that anything you want to do, talk about from the outside the building. And you'll see as we come through the foyer, again, things look so different. The furniture out there has been taken away just again to encourage conversation to be outside. Bathrooms are where they'll be, again, a sanitizing station at the door. Between those, there are cleansing things inside the bathrooms as well to be able to wash up and wipe down a little bit when you've been in there. So be mindful of all those things as well. As we just come toward the sanctuary, you'll see that we are trying to keep this really a touch-free, paper-free kind of service. We're not going to be passing offering plates, but these offering boxes will be available to you both here in the sanctuary and in the fellowship hall as well. Ushers who are there will greet you with their masks on, but won't hug you or anything else like that. But as we come to the sanctuary, you'll see we have tried to set this up for the appropriate social distancing. We're at about half capacity here. We have chairs that are clustered together in groups of 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s. So that'll be, they're socially distanced from front to back as well as from side to side. And so if you come in, if you're a group that's smaller or larger than a set of chairs you see, You can feel free to shift one chair over or move a chair elsewhere. These chairs aren't locked together right now, so they are flexible for that social distancing there. You'll see in our sound booth that we've got our camera there, our live stream camera ready to go to live stream the service from here to the fellowship hall for overflow space, as well as online for those you who will be joining us online as well. The sanctuary has been freshly painted, so it's going to look nice. Later this month, we're going to get some new carpeting as well. We're moving the chairs around and help to see how old that 24-year-old carpeting really looks. But that's kind of the view of the sanctuary, and hope you'll come and find a place where you can sit and really enjoy yourself and be comfortable.
Well, you can see the last stop on our little tour of LAC is what is normally our fellowship hall. We've set this up to be almost a satellite spot, a second sanctuary of sorts. This is kind of our overflow. If we have too many people that show up for church, we can push you over here. But this is also a spot that you can come if you would like to be on site, would like to experience the fellowship, but maybe the bigger crowd is a little bit too much for you. This is a little bit of a smaller place for you to be. There's a big screen right here in front of Pastor Kevin and I that streams what is going on in the sanctuary, so you'll be able to see everything that's going on over there right here. You'll also notice at the back of the room on your way out, there's another one of those little offering boxes. We are trying to be as touch-free, contact-free as possible. And we are asking everyone who sits over here for worship services to exit through the carport doors at the bottom of the steps. The other thing that we want to make sure that we mention to you is normally LAC is equipped with a lift-evator. That lift-evator is currently out of service. So if that is a need that you have, make sure that you plan to sit in the sanctuary, and we will do everything that we can to accommodate you.
Again, we are looking forward to so many of you joining us here this Sunday. And again, those of you who are not ready to, we understand that. We get that. There's no shame and no judgment. If you're not ready to come back, you stay home until we're ready to do that. We'd love to see you at that time there. But understand it's one of the reasons that we are doing this live stream, because we really want to be able to have you connect and be with us either on site or online. And just really before we come back, we just want to really say thank you as a church, just how faithful you have been over these past 3.5 months. You have just been people who have been praying and giving and serving and encouraging and reaching out to one another and just really being the church all this time. As we've said, the church hasn't been closed, our building's been closed, but the church of our body here has been active and at work. So we just want to thank you for being such a great congregation. We look forward to seeing many of you we haven't seen for quite a while. So pray with us about this time, and we look forward to what God has in store as this next phase. We move back on campus starting this Sunday, July 5th, 10:30 a.m. Hope you'll see you there. God bless you.